lot of great instruction as far as ball handling goes, as well as hopefully defense and little pieces of the game that you learn. But I don't think there's a whole lot of emphasis on all the camps and clinics I've went to. I don't think there's enough emphasis on how to go to the basket, and more importantly, in my opinion, being able to play off 2 feet. Okay? See, when you drive to the basket, whether you go in for a layup, if you're driving the baseline or from the wing or wherever, when you get older now, okay, the seed does not hurt as much as it used to. What I mean by that is when you go to the basket, there's not this free lane to just run in there and go off 1 foot and put in a layup. As you're getting older, okay, coaches love when guys are in here taking what? On defense. Coaches love if guys are in here that want to take a charge. Coaches love guys to take charges. That will start to happen as we get older, both offensively and defensively. If you have the ability to take a charge and you are not afraid and you stick your nose in it, you have the ability to do that, you're gonna find playing time. I can guarantee that. Whether you can make a basket or not, if you can go out there and play defense and take charges, there's not a coach in Massachusetts that's not gonna play you. Okay? On the flip side, right, how do you go to the basket and avoid a charge? Now that part is what I want to talk a little bit and show you some drills that we do at Watertown that help you with that. And in essence, all right, my point here is that when you go and you drive in there and you go off 1 foot, at that point, you really lose most of control of your body. You can only just go forward, okay? And at that point, if someone was sitting there, that would be a charge, all right? By playing off 2 feet, all right, and being able to kind of, all right, if you get to this point and you jump stop at the end of your move, all right, and you make a move, you can go this way, you can go that way, you can go straight up, and you control your body more, okay? And that part of the game, I think, is something that at times we lose sight of, all right? Because that part of the game, as we're getting older, gets very important. Controlling your body. Not only, all right, because you lose 2 points if you charge, all right, but you get a foul. Your team gets a foul, all right? And all those things add up to giving your team an advantage or disadvantage of winning the game, all right? And one drill we do at Watertown is we do it a couple times a week, and we force you to do this, is we call it 4-line drives. In reality, we're also, this is how we can play offense. That's it, Dave. Good. Way to move the ball. Lefty, right, lefty. Good job. All right, let's go. Switch sides now. Okay? I'm going to go 3 now. Each side. Then we're off. Coach, then we're going to break up into groups, and they're going to do this drill out here a little bit, and we'll do some trivia at the end. Okay? So, we'll go each time through once. Show you guys to the left, and then we'll break up and we'll all do it together. Okay? All set? First one, jump shot. Obviously, it's left-handed dribbles now, guys, on the left side of the floor. And you guys can go a little bit left. Dribbles, jump shot. Good. Move it. All right. That's something you can work on your own. having the footwork, right, to kind of maneuver your way once you get into this area is very important. To avoid charges, to be able to put yourself in some spots that you might not be familiar with at times, that comes from having, you know, good footwork. And those drills help teach that, help put you in a position where you're kind of memorizing what's going on. Because some of the game is memorization. You're kind of figuring out, if I do this way all the time, you know, this will work. That's what your feet do. Like you're trying to get your feet to memorize what to do when you go into the basket. Now, a lot of times I end up like just having some trivia questions at the end of these when I'm here, and that's the first thing that I'm gonna kind of go back towards. And we'll stick with the Celtics to start off. My favorite team. We'll kind of move from there. But let me think of one right now. What college did Isaiah Thomas go to?
University of Washington.
The Celtics just traded the first pick in the draft to the Sixers. It was a weird trade. What did they get for giving up the first pick to the Sixers?
Third pick and Jason Tatum.
Third pick, they picked Jason Tatum. So they went from 1 to 3, but they got something else. They're not just going to go down. All right, go ahead. Say your name first.
Future first round pick.
What's the future first round pick?
2018.
2018. Whose pick?
It's the Sixers pick, but then if they don't come in like 2 through 5.
Obviously, they traded with the Sixers.
Yeah,
but the
but-
Sixers had.
They had Sacramento pick.
Well, they have Sacramento's pick in 2019. This is a weird trade. But they have, what is it? The Lakers pick next year. Now the Lakers, though, the weird part about this is they get the Lakers pick, but only if the Lakers finish, the Lakers have the 2nd to 5th pick. Right? If it fits in that range, the Celtics get that. If it doesn't, then they get Sacramento's pick the year after. So it's this unbelievably strange trade. How many championships have the Celtics won? 17. Okay. Did anybody happen to see the Celtics-Lakers 30 for 30 thing on ESPN? It was awesome. You guys saw that? It was fantastic. But anyways, what was I going to say? There was a really dirty play that, like in the game, that happened when Kevin McHale clotheslined. It changed the series. They kind of went into that. But you wouldn't be able to do this nowadays. But it was this play where he just decked a guy in the Lakers. Does anybody know the guy that he decked?
I was going to take a guess,
Kurt Rambis. That's correct. I think that's correct. All right. Let me switch over to kind of obviously that was the Celtics trivia. Does anybody have any? Trying to think of anything. Any types of questions that you guys like? Anything? Go ahead.
Was Amir Johnson, like true or false, Amir Johnson was drafted out of college?
What is it?
True or false, Amir Johnson was drafted out of college?
True or false? Amir Johnson was drafted out of college. False. Right? Well, I don't usually I'm good with all this stuff, but some of these not newer ones are not as good as the older ones. Where did Amir Johnson go to school? I don't know.
To high school.
Westminster? I did not know that. Who has the most points of all time in NBA history? All right. Who is it? Michael Jordan? I think Michael Jordan is 1, 2,
I think it's
3rd or 4th.
Kareem.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, yes. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar changed his name to Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. What was his birth name? Lou Alcindor, yes. Right? He went to high school in New York and he went all the way out to UCLA. All right? Let me think of another one. Name an NBA coach that has won. Name a coach in the NCAA right now, men's basketball, that has won an NCAA title for 2 different teams. NCAA title, so won an NCAA title for 2 different teams. Right, good. John Calipari? No, he won. He should have won one with Memphis, but he only won one with Kentucky. Roy Williams. All right, Roy Williams did not win one with the University of Kansas. He did win a few now, I think, at least three with North Carolina. With Patino, yes, with Kentucky and Louisville. All right. I was gonna say those are good guesses there. Good guesses. All right. What was I gonna say? Name. If anybody has a question you'd like to throw out there, don't be afraid to. Like you can ask them as well. All right, while I'm thinking of them, usually I have more of these set up. Do you guys have any questions? You guys? Yeah.
Who's the Celtics all-time leading scorer?
Who's the Celtics all-time leading scorer?
Bill Russell.
Bill Russell, great guy, probably their best player ever. But he won 11 championships in 13 years, but he's not the most. John Havlicek, I believe so. And I would guess Paul Pierce is second, right? Probably more than Bird. Oh yes, Larry Bird, but I don't know if he played enough, right? I think it's Havlicek. He played like 18 seasons then. That was a good question. Do you know what number he was? 17. Yeah, 17. They wouldn't have that number nowadays, usually, do they? I don't think they do. I think it's because referees would be like 2, 3. Usually I don't think numbers in basketball happen like within 7, 8, 9, or 6, 7, 8, 9 on those. But trying to think of one more here before I get out of here.